Good morning, Cardinals fans. Finally, we have some good news to talk about. First of all, I'm Tara Wellman, if you don't know, television broadcaster by night, YouTuber by day, and night, but always zoned in on Cardinals baseball. And here on this channel, you can find all sorts of daily and weekly Cardinals content. It is my goal to keep you in the loop and entertained. So if you watch this video and you want to let me know how I do on that promise, let me know in the comments or just with a little like button there as well. This though is about last night, and there was a lot of high flying action. So let's get to it. Right off the top, the Cardinals offense started doing things that it hasn't really done much of lately. Matt Carpenter walked. Paul DeJong singled. Okay, actually, he's done plenty of that. And Marcell Ozuna launched a no-doubter 3-run bomb to left field. Boy, have I missed that swing. And it's weird to me because I don't know how Ozuna can look so terrible in one at-bat and then completely dominating the next, but he can do it. He does it. All the time. That 3-run homer, though, broke a stretch of 7 games without a homer for the cleanup hitter, and it's just his second long ball in the month of May. No time like the present, eh? But the offense wasn't nearly done yet, so hold on. Let's power through this. In the 3rd inning, Jose Martinez picked up a 2-out double that drove in Paul Goldschmidt. No surprise there, all he does is hit. In the 4th inning though, Dexter Fowler launched a lead-off solo shot, and I mean launched. That might be the most well-hit ball I've seen from him all season. It was 106 off the bat, and it got out in no time. In the slow-mo replay, you could almost see Dexter's eyes get real big when he saw the middle pitch coming right at him, and he did not miss. Dexter Fowler's 138 WRC plus on the year is second to Paul DeJong as far as Cardinals hitters go. If you're unfamiliar with WRC plus, it's basically an all-inclusive stat that gives a bit of a snapshot of how productive someone is at the plate. League average is 100, so anything above that is obviously above average. Dexter sits at 138 on the season. So y'all who are still hating on Dex being in the lineup, better check yourself. In the 5th inning, the Cardinals scored 3 more runs on Yadier Molina's 150th career home run to straightaway center field, no less. The ageless wonder, as Danny Mac has taken to calling him, just keeps doing things that no one would expect. In the National League, as far as catchers go, he has the most hits, the most doubles, and the most runs batted in the league. Not bad for the old guy. Colton Wong would score on a wild pitch that was actually a foul ball, but it hit the bat behind Carpenter's head as he was ducking to not get hit by the pitch. Umpire ruled it a wild pitch. The run scored. That was run number 10. Run number 11 came on the solid Carpenter double that followed. Now, there's still one more offensive highlight that I want to tell you about, but we're going to pause our story and jump back to Captain Jack for a moment. Cardinal starter Jack Flaherty did not give up a hit until the 5th inning, and it was a Brian McCann broken bat base hit with the entire infield shifted to the right side. And then suddenly the bases were loaded. This again is where Flaherty still needs to improve. He throws so many waste pitches to try to get out of the 1-out jam that he creates even more trouble for himself. 3 pitches after I typed that note, Charlie Culberson took a 1-1 pitch to left to break up the shutout. Now it was a decent enough pitch and it went sort of off the glove of Matt Carpenter, but again, extra pitches for Flaherty. And then he walked in run number 2. This may be the most frustrating thing for me because Jack is so supremely talented, and we saw that in the first 4 innings of this game. But he lets an inning like this get to him, maybe not overall, but in the moment. And then 1 run becomes 2, which becomes 5, etc. In this case, he did, though, stop the bleeding at 3. It's almost like he changes what he's doing, or at least how he's thinking about what he's doing, too much when there are runners on base, when he knows there's no room for error. And that is a thing that pitching coach Mike Maddox is definitely going to need to focus on with Jack as they go forward. But it's not as if it's this big, dramatic, terrible mechanical thing, because he came right back then and went pretty easily through the 6th inning, which would prove to be his last of the game. He struck out 6 on the night, walked 5 though, and it seems like those walks come in bunches. 1 turns into 5 real fast for Flaherty. But let's flash forward now to the 8th inning, because Colton Wong 3-run bomb. His last home run came on the 13th of April, and he'd had just 4 total extra base hits since then. It is always nice to see a guy get out of a bit of a slump with a huge 3-run blast. After the game, Colton Wong told Jimmy the Cat Hayes that yes, he'd been struggling and it had been very frustrating, but all the while his teammates had his back and he knew that he just, as they always say, had to trust the process to get to where he was going. Nice though when you can bust out with a 3-run bomb to silence some of the doubters, at least for the moment. Luke Gregerson came in and closed things down in the 9th, and that is the story of the St. Louis Cardinals starting the road trip right with a 14-3 winner behind a quality start by Jack Flaherty and 4 home runs on the night. So far, I like this week a lot better. Today, it's Michael Wacha on the mound taking on the stud for the Atlanta Braves, Mike Soroka. Don't expect a 14-run affair for the Cardinals tonight, but can't predict baseball, so who knows. Whatever does happen, come right back here tomorrow and talk it over with me with coffee in hand. I'll see you then.